tell if I've avoided all the short circuits. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, not having to think about it is real nice. You know, I thought you were aware of a lot of development in recent years, aside from the continuous glucose monitors from the mechanical engineering side to the polymers used in creating sensors, where that falls under the actual schedule. That actually falls on a stream day. Cool. But you have no paycheck. You generally will maintain some kind of benefits. You're eligible for unemployment insurance. I don't think I've been US side in Ontario yet. No, yes I have. Just this summer we did. List the house. And then I came home. I went to work one day, and the middle afternoon. That we had office and said, hey, temporary layoff, we might call you back within 35 weeks. You get your benefits, but that's all you get. Go away. Yeah, I guess we're coming up on my 3-year stream anniversary here, aren't we? That's coming up real fast. I think it's next week sometime, if I remember right. Might even be this week. Not sure. I think Twitch tells me if I... You know, I don't think either of us have ever been to Buffalo. I came down from on high and said, hey, the economy sucks right now. A lot of movie productions aren't going on. So we're laying off a third of this branch. And I was one of the names on the list. So went from don't let those numbers define you, but also so right now, I'm just cleaning up the pins and taking a look at whether or not there are any shorts on our data pins here. If you have the ability to, I would love to read that. I love reading the academic papers of the nerdy smart people in our community. Go looking for it. I haven't actually worked on, but I've given a lot of feedback and been part of studies with insulin pumps and continuous glucose monitors for the past 25 years. Has been pinned to an actual scientist on the project. Doesn't make any difference to me. Would love to see back to any seniority, any like vacation day accruals, anything of that nature. That all still continues to count up, you know. I like the positivity that you just threw in there as well, of just like, yeah, don't work for us, but like, we're not going to pay you. And on one side, there are benefits to it, right? So if you actually, you know, a thing, I have 6 emote slots available. What? Alright, let's see. Let's plug that in and see if the computer hates it. It does. Yay! But I get tested for it every now and then. So far, so good. And how's it going? Great to see you. Thanks for the follow. But we want to lay you off. We want to have the opportunity to call you back, and we don't want to pay severance. So it's them basically saying, you still... Streamiversary is. Normally it actually, like, gives you a whole thing about, like, hey, it's coming up. Maybe you should, like, you know, do it. It's not liking me today for some reason. Yeah, how time flies, no kidding. If I remember correctly, wasn't super pleased by that. Especially because the entry-level engineering job market right now is real bad. It's not good at all. Yeah, if you refresh your page, you should have like 10 new... 2 weeks out from selling our house, we were actually like packing boxes. We had a stager come in. We were getting ready to Nelson. Without doxing yourself, you're just on the other side of the border from us, not terribly far, right? Yeah, Google's bought up and canned. Then we process normal layoffs with severance pay and all that kind of stuff. Oh, 25-bit. A regular tier 1 and an animated. Jeez. Huh. Yeah, basically it's them telling you, go sit on the couch, collect unemployment, we might call you. If we call you back within 35 weeks, no harm, no foul, we don't owe you anything. If we can't bring you back within 35 weeks, yeah, continuous glucose is super fantastic, rather than, you know, turning your fingers to hamburger. Do with that information what you will. Let's do this. Keep going. Boops. Boops. And it's meant to be for SQL dev welcome in, which, you know, not great. Not gonna pretend it was. Is continuous. So with respect, apparently I've been really I've got 10 slots in animated and 5 in standard. I need to do some work apparently. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah. Like why is he asking? I don't know. Yeah. No. That's why. Emotes. And by new I mean old new, because, you know, they were emotes, and then I got rid of them because I prioritized other ones, and now they're emotes again. Wild pieces of that nature. So laid off like 1,000 engineers. So, you know, felt really good about my chances of getting a job. What even is a temp layoff? Basically, it's them going... lot of engineers out there can't find work right now. And the same week that I got laid off, one of the big tech firms in Toronto also. There is. Trying to find one of my stream. Participate.